So we're all here to thank everybody for your generosity and your community spirit. We have people who donated items, people who got onto the online auction and bid many times, and we have some winners and some not winners, but we appreciate everybody who participated. So we're just going to let you know all the results. And we have an item to bid on tonight. So we're going to have a little mini live auction on one item. And then we have a raffle item. And for the raffle item, I've got everybody who got into the auction software and registered, whether you bid or not, or won or not, your name's in here. And so we'll pick a raffle winner. And that's what we're going to do tonight.
Yeah.
Great.
So when it comes time for the auction, we'll just do that via chat. So it may be, and you'll see what it is when we get to it. So why don't we start? Here's how we did, Anne and others.
Right.
So this is pretty amazing. We brought in over $3,000. It's about 50% more than we expected. It's not first time we had done an online auction. And, end of the year, we were wanting to come up with a clever way of celebrating and trying to, pump up our revenue. So it worked really well. I mean, we would welcome your evaluation too. But, I think from our end, the technology seemed to be pretty good. And so
were you happy with this, the number? I mean, the amount that you raised?
Yeah, yes, we are. Yeah, I mean, I think what we had done last year in the summer was start our Driving Through History event.
Right.
And because of COVID, we couldn't do it. And we wanted to try to do something before the end of the year. So it was a little bit of a scramble. So I think if with a little bit more time, we might develop it a little bit more. But for how this came together and the amount of time that we had to do it, I'm very happy. And it totally exceeds what we had hoped to make.
Great.
Yeah, I was very nervous the night before and thought, oh my God, what if nobody comes? So I'm happy too.
So here's our list. You can see, first thing I wanted to recognize is, we'll just run down the list. I mean, we both had people who were contributing items. I also wanted to recognize the people who bid on items, because it works kind of both ways, with people who are helping us with their generosity and people who recognize that the things that they are winning go right to our operating budget. So Bonnie, really nice with your painting of the Whittier house, and Jim Morrill, you're the lucky winner. Congratulations on that.
Yeah.
And then Bonnie had a twofer here with a wonderful picture of Mill 2, which is where the Carriage Museum is going to be setting up our history center.
Not that I'm competitive or anything, but Bonnie did two things. The next time I'm going to have to do at least two things.
Yeah, and then I'll win your thing.
Jeez.
Edith, once again, you are a wonderful supporter, and thank you for your books. And we're delighted Virginia Noon was the winner.
So she was part of the book club the other night. And she shared a really lovely memory of growing up in Amesbury and having her paper route on the bike, and how she was like learning more about Amesbury history from my books. So when I saw that she had won the auction item, I was like, that's fabulous.
Oh, that's cool. That's really nice.
Yeah.
So thank you, Edith. And Virginia's a new member also, which is wonderful.
Oh, wonderful.
So Courtney MacLachlan, once again, has donated a place for people to stay. And I don't know, is that Salmize that I see there?
Yes, it is. How you doing,
Hey,
John?
Sal, you swooped in at the very end there.
Yeah, and the check's in the mail. Mailed it out today.
You are awesome. Well, thank you for that. And I was stunned. I wasn't watching at the end, but you also got the main getaway. Is that true?
Yeah, I got both of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta ask why you need to get away so much.
There's a couple more I was watching, but I wasn't quick enough to get 3. So I got 2.
Well, Sal, I want to thank you for that. For people who don't know Sal, he's very active with the Bartlett Museum. So this is all community here. And
Right.
if you have extra money burning a hole in your pants, we've got another thing that we can talk to you about. But thank you, Sal.
Hey, you're welcome.
I'm the owner of the main getaway, so we'll take care of you.
All right, that sounds good. Thank you.
So I'm here too. I'm Courtney MacLachlan, and we have the lodge in Ashland, New Hampshire. So I'll talk to you, and we can work out any details.
Okay, that'll be nice. Appreciate it.
Yep.
That's awesome. Hi, Courtney.
Hi.
Yeah, so that's very fortuitous here that Sal, you're on, and both Courtney and Sandy as well. So next, Pat Boyle-Steed was the sponsor of our Amesbury gift certificate. And I know Ann Olmsted is here too. So thank you, Pat, for that. And congratulations, Ann, for that. That's awesome.
You're welcome. I'll have fun with that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next, Meryl Goldsmith. This was priceless.
I love that you said it was priceless. That was perfect.
So it's a very lovely donation of your pottery class. And it'll be fun to see what Mary Chatney is able to generate with that. So thank you, Meryl. And I know—
You're welcome.
I think Mary's on the call, but Mary, we'll make sure she knows, and that's awesome.
Meryl, I didn't know with all your talents that you were a potter as well.
I've been a potter for since high school, and I teach at Purple Sage Pottery. It's one of the things I do on the side. I help her run her studio as well. So
that was one of my earlier careers, was a potter.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. I've had a lot of careers.
Well, I love it, but I don't do it as my job. I do it as my love. And
my daughter's becoming a potter now. It's great.
Well, I mean, we are still trying to do classes. We've taken the class sizes down to just a very small group, but they're still going forward. So great. Fingers crossed for January.
Keep your hands in the mud.
Love it.
And you're going to have a sort of pimped up car that you can have for driving around with your Amesbury gift certificate. So, Courtney, thank you for the car wash and detailing.
Yeah.
And Ann Olmsted, thank you again for your generosity.
Very welcome.
Here, next, we want to recognize Chris Taraki, who's president of the Carriage Museum, for his donation of legal services.
Here, we want to recognize services.
What's that?
It's an echo.
And then Bonnie, thank you. I guess I hope this comes in handy for you, and I hope it's for good reason.
Yeah, hopefully it's not workplace related.
No, it's not.
Good.
So I was happy to put a couple tours up, and this is one of my great pleasures. And I have to say, as I learn more and more about Amesbury, I think our tours become even richer and richer. So Roger McNeil is a descendant of George McNeil. Oh. And so I'm thrilled that he actually called me today and is planning a visit. He is very interested in the legacy of the McNeil family. And if I understand it well, Peter Hoyt, you may know this, I think there is a McNeil Award at one of the Amesbury schools.
That's correct.
Yes.
So it's from this
That's
family.
at the Amesbury Elementary School, John.
Yeah, so it's awesome. I was thrilled to see that, you know, we welcomed some new people into our community, and this is a great honor, actually, that the McNeils bought that tour.
Was Roger there when the McNeil monument was rededicated?
Yes. Yeah, he was. So I've not met him, but he mentioned that. I guess they had gotten a special grant for that, and yeah. So he'll be visiting again, so that'd be wonderful. Wayne Barbaro was very generous and donated a Windsor rocker from Amesbury chair, and his family story is really remarkable and quite generous to do this. And it's a treat that Peter Cease, one of our younger board members, was able to prevail and come through with something.
Get it from me. That's what he did. I was working on that one, but I missed it.
This next, I don't think Ron is on the call, which is too bad, but we'll see him Wednesday, I know. Last year, the fishing trip was a big hit. Our architect, Greg Colling, won it, and the picture in the catalog is with Greg with the fish, a smile as big as his fish. So the winner this year, it's another really nice connection to Amesbury. Robin Merrow is our intern from Simmons College who was working in our library.
Oh, nice. See, I'm here, so don't say anything bad about me.
Oh, hi there, Ron. Thank you again for your generous thing. And it's a thrill that Robin was the winner. I think you're going to have a good time with Robin and her husband.
Nice. Your fishing trip, Ron, was a hot one. There was a lot of competition for
that. Robin's husband is an electrical engineer who works for Dean Kamen up in Manchester. So that's another nice addition to the Carriage Museum community. So my Portsmouth tour, that's something actually I'm happy to do if people want to come up and visit, and once we're a little bit more relaxed with COVID. And it's a thrill that Rick Bartley was the winning bidder with that. It'll be fun to show him Portsmouth, and he and his family have done a lot for Amesbury and a lot for the Carriage Museum. So that's great. Kevin, you were very generous, and your architecture services, I think, was the highest dollar amount on our auction. So thank you, Kevin, for that.
You're welcome.
Emily Murphy, you'll enjoy meeting. She's the curator of the Salem Ironworks.
Oh, wow, cool.
And her dad is Tom Murphy, who you may have met, who's part of the Carriage Museum Survey Group and on our program committee. And on the board too.
I met Tom and his wife, Madeline, 2 years ago when we were hunting down houses, and we were admiring their house very much, and they invited us to look at it more closely, and were very favorable about the community. And he actually mentioned to me having gotten involved in the Carriage Museum and said, when we get here, I should be involved. Wow. So he's another one I can blame for getting me involved in the ACM, as well as Mr. Bailey.
I think we could smell a live one when they cross the border here. And we were happy to welcome you, Kevin.
It's the S on the forehead for the sucker.
I actually sold Tom and Madeline their house.
Oh, really?
Oh, Anne, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great house, you know, but.
It's a sweet house, yes.
So this will be our auction item in a few minutes. We'll get to this. Larry Pearl was very great helping us line this up, but nobody, was able to bid on that. So after we're finished with this review, we'll pivot to a little live auction and see if we can get anyone to bid on the snowblower
Yeah,
John, on that item, Patty and I can give a little free advertising. Mike Knapp services our snowblower every year. He's already serviced ours for this season, and it's in the garage waiting, ready to go. So I highly recommend his services.
It must cost, you know, an infinite amount of money to have those good services, right, Peter? I mean, you probably don't want to share how much you have to spend for that.
Well, we went without food for a few weeks.
Yeah, so it's amazing that we've got a free certificate. If someone were the winning bidder, they would not have to worry about the lack of food.
Yeah, had we not just had our snowblower tuned up, I would have been bidding on that. But
I know, that's
yeah, because we spent over 500 on our snowblower.
Wow.
Well, you
well, you never know. You may need it another time, so you could have this in your back pocket.
I'll wait another 20 years before I tune it up again. That's
okay. Well, let me just run through a few more to go. Larry also gave another, was this a second small engine repair? I wasn't paying it.
Yes.
And Courtney, thank you for your bid on that.
Oh yeah, looking to see to get the chainsaw going.
Oh, there you go.
I can really.
That's a thrill.
Yeah.
Morris Detola, I'm sorry, another board member, was really generous with a lovely wine basket. And it's in the office and I've kept my hands off it, but there's a nice assortment of wine that awaits.
I'm looking forward to sharing that with friends and family. It's lovely. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. And here was another very active bidding item. And last year, Deborah and I were the winner of the Saltmarsh Tour in Ipswich. Nate Pulsifer is just an amazing character and a great tour guide. So Ron, congratulations. It was a little nip and tuck there. I know you and Deborah were battling it out. So congratulations. I think you'll really enjoy this. And then our last item, and I want to say thanks to Patty Hoyt for this, is the Centennial membership to Lowell's Boat Shop. And once again, Ann Olmsted, congratulations.
Yeah,
so,
there's actually another item on the next page.
Oh, sorry. Okay, thanks for being, oh, the aquarium pass. I didn't see, sorry, Bonnie. Yes, and thank you, Peter Brady. This is, and you won this too. You're gonna get a thrill out of this. Yes. Peter is the former exhibit designer, now retired, emeritus, I guess, from the Boston Aquarium. Oh. So yeah. I think you're gonna enjoy this.
Unfortunately, he cannot give a tour this year, so it's just the passes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he's recovering from some surgery, but 4 passes, so that's quite nice.
Well, and are the passes good only in January?
Only in December. They have to be used this month. And because of COVID, all entry is timed. So you have to call up and sign up for a specific day and time.
Well, I'm hoping that my grandson will be able to come. That would be fun.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So I'm going to say thanks to a few other people. Peter and Patty Hoyt, thank you again for the Amesbury gift basket, which will be raffled at the end of our call. We received a few additional gifts. Marguerite Matthews, a good friend of mine here from Portsmouth, and Jeanette Millard. So we're grateful for that. And then Bonnie's committee with Courtney MacLachlan and Cheryl Desjardin. They did a really amazing job pulling this together. And thank you guys. We are hoping that this is gonna, next year we'll be driving through history number 3. So let me see if I have anything else in here. Oh, there's more. Oh, here we go. Shall we jump right into this? If people are interested and want to bid here, we can do that via chat. I think what I'm gonna do is stop sharing so we can see people's pictures. Does that work for everybody? Sure. And then we'll come back. All right, so everybody, here we have, I hope you're all ready. You can chat, or if you need to, you can desperately wave your hand. But let's start our bidding here for this snow blower tune-up. This is, as Peter Hoyt has testified, incredibly priceless, save you hundreds and hundreds of dollars. We're going to begin with a very, very modest $10 to get this snowblower tune-up. And I'm wondering if there's, we've got one. Courtney's taking it. All right.
How can one say no?
I'll go 20.
All right. So there's a 10. Is that Saul? Are you bidding up?
Yeah, I'll go 20. Yeah.
Oh my God. We know about Saul here. And here we've got a 30. I don't know who Stark is. Can we get your name?
Sue James. She's my neighbor.
Ah, awesome. Okay, well, we got 30. So does anybody dare to go to 40 here? I mean, that's still, you know, on the edge of a nice meal there. Anybody, do we have a $40 bid?
I'll go 40.
Yay, Courtney. All right, awesome. Okay, now we've got some heat here. $40 from Courtney. Saul?
Oh, no. I figured I'd just help make it go up a little bit when I bid.
All right. And how about you, Sue James? Do we have a 50 on your part? All right. We've got 40 on the snowblower tune-up. I see a lot of people there who need to save some muscle. Anybody want to go 50? Okay. All right. So there it is. $40 going once. Going twice. Was that a bid, Tom Pendergast?
Yeah, Tom, that's a bid. Come on, anytime you scratch.
You scratch. No scratching allowed.
No scratching. All right. Well, sold to Courtney MacLachlan.
All right,
Yay.
Courtney.
Yay.
Thank you for that. And that's awesome. Yay. Yes, for Courtney. Woo.
We'll be all set for the Northeaster that's coming.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I hope your $40 causes that Northeaster to keep away.
I know.
Yeah.
It might. It just might.
I'll contribute to your snowblower if that indeed happens. I don't need to see any snow. Thank you. Well, that's just another wonderful gift. I'm going to go back, share my screen, and see what else I'm supposed to be doing here. We have, oh, here we go, a raffle. So this is, thank you, Peter and Patty Hoyt. This is kind of the last little part of our evening here. I'll go back and I'll unshare my screen so we can see each other's faces. Peter and Patty, thank you for all you do for the Carriage Museum. Thank you, we have board members and volunteers and members and supporters. So I want to say thanks to you all for helping us. And Bonnie, do you want to stick your hand in that? And so we'll hopefully not need to do a recount or go to the Supreme Court or anything like that.
Right. All right. This goes to Peter Cease.
Nice.
Great. Sounds like an inside job.
Here's the proof.
Wonderful, fabulous.
No one wants to question that. It was put in by the Russians.
Do we have any electors on the call?
Yeah.
All right, great. That goes to Peter.
I think any election that happens in our lives from now on to the future, we now have a path to contest and complain. Anyway, I think I'm going to share one more thing here and see.
I think it's just the ending slide.
Thank you. Hey, look at that. Woo! Thank you, everybody.
All right, thank you.
Nice job.
Thank you so much. Great work.
Thank you. Happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays. Good to see you all.
Thank you.
Night now.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you, Meryl. Thank you, everybody who bid.
Hi, everyone.
Everybody who gave gifts. And I know we'll meet on Zoom again soon.